Acuity Research Terminal integrates unique datasets for multiple asset classes to help an investor make informed decisions. The terminal is comprised of 4 pages accessible by clicking the icons on the left-hand side of the screen: Home, Assets, News, and Calendar. In TWS Mosaic, from the New Window button to the upper left, locate Information Systems and hover above the expansion arrow within the Discover label to see Acuity. Click to launch in a separate window. The home screen contains 4 sections, and the investor can focus on up to 5 asset classes: equity, currency, commodity, index, and crypto. To include the asset classes in the results, click on them in the upper right-hand corner. All 5 may be selected at once if the investor chooses. At the top of the page is the Latest Insights section. The Latest Insights section includes the most important events and updates from the various datasets the Acuity Trading and Signal Center offers, such as top movers in price and hot trade ideas. The investor can use the filter to narrow down the items displayed. Each information square has the type of event it is and other data for the asset. Clicking on the square will take you to the asset or calendar page depending on the event. Directly below is the Most Spoken About Assets section. This section displays 10 assets with the highest news volume score. The higher the score, the larger the spike in news coverage compared to the average, which could indicate important events. The purpose of this section is to highlight current opportunities and provide an overview of available instruments. The data columns can be edited by clicking on the column button on the right-hand side. Click on the Learn More button to dive deeper into the instrument. Continuing down the home page is the Hot News section. This is powered by Dow Jones and includes the most important articles of the week. Each information box includes a headline and the event categories. Click on the box to read the article. Click the X to close the information box and return to the home screen. At the bottom of the home screen is the Calendar Events section. This section shows high-impact events that are likely to affect asset prices, including macroeconomic events, dividends, and earnings. In the information box are highlights on the event, and clicking on the box will take the investor to the calendar page, where they can see more information. To access the Acuity Asset page, the investor clicks on the second icon on the left-hand side. The Asset page provides an overview of available instruments, highlighting current opportunities in each. The Acuity Data Score is based on analysis of multiple data categories: momentum, volatility, news sentiment, and media coverage. The data columns can be edited by clicking on the Columns button on the right-hand side, and the table can be sorted by clicking on the arrows next to each column header. Like the Most Spoken About Asset section on the home page, the investor can click on the Learn More button to dive deeper into the instrument. The investor can access the Acuity News page by clicking on the third icon on the left-hand side. The news page uses data from Dow Jones. At the top of the page is Hot News, which is also located on the home page. Below Hot News is the Trending Instruments section. This section helps investors identify potentially profitable financial assets by tracking their popularity and news sentiment. The chart is divided into 4 quadrants: warning signs, best performers, worst performers, and growth potential. Click on the asset to see related news. At the bottom of the news page is the Analysis and Heard on the Street section. Click on the information box to read the article. The Acuity Calendar page is accessed by clicking on the last icon on the left-hand side. The investor can look at either a corporate or economic calendar by clicking the toggle in the upper left. The Acuity Corporate Calendar shows corporate events and can be filtered for the following events: earnings, dividends, calls and webcasts, stock splits, and IPOs and mergers and acquisitions. The investor can also filter by region, sector, indices, theme, and dividend type. When ready, they click Apply. Clicking on the date bar will bring up a calendar, and the investor can choose the date range for the corporate calendar. The investor can also search for a specific company in the search box in the upper right-hand side. Clicking on an information box will populate the area below with the day highlighted. Clicking one of the event type choices will populate that section with all the companies with that event type on that day. Click a letter to see only companies that start with that letter. The investor can click on the information box to see greater details on the company selected. The economic calendar can be filtered by impact level and country. Like the corporate calendar, the economic calendar can be set for a specific date range. The investor can click on an event and scroll down to see further information, including a historical, chart, and news. The Acuity Research Terminal in the Interactive Brokers Discover tool is a comprehensive research tool that provides the investor with unique analysis datasets to help formulate investment ideas.